Hello and welcome to the Amecdia podcast once again. My name is Francis Drous, and going around the circle we have
Richie,
Chris, Kurt,
and Josh.
All right, so we've got 5 people here, and we only have 2 microphones between the 5 of us, so this is going to be interesting. If you hear any thumping noises in the background, just completely ignore that. We are not killing anyone, I assure you.
Ooh,
Not
good,
Nat.
Good cover. Thank you.
All right, so let's get things.
Bone saw? I mean the party bone saw, guys. Come on.
The bone saw of fun. The fun saw. We just call it that. Anyway, so we have a wide variety of topics to discuss today. We're going to start off with The Avengers.
I love that movie.
I liked it as well.
It was alright.
I want to have that movie's baby.
Dude, move the mic away from your mouth. You were just like incredibly loud
It's
there.
really important. I really want to have the Avengers babies. The Avengers.
It's an important life decision. I thought it over.
So anyway,
It's a proposal.
what do you guys think of The Avengers? I'm going to start off with Josh, and we're going to work our way around.
2.5 hours was not long enough. I could have watched it for 5 hours. I could have.
Wow.
It was brilliant.
I could have watched it for 6 hours, Josh. Sup?
What about you guys?
You and your stupid hat.
I did not see it.
You are stupid. You're...
Yeah, I think everything was just well paced. Joss Whedon knew what he was doing.
This one is my hero.
Joss Whedon always knows what he's doing. Like, come on. He's Joss Whedon.
Angel, Buffy, the one Dr. Horrible sing-along blog. Probably other things as well.
I personally
Yeah.
liked Firefly quite a bit. That's
I bought the DVDs. We'll be watching it soon.
I think you'll enjoy it.
Never once seen any of them except for Buffy.
Best show to ever be canceled.
Dr. Horrible sing-along. How have you not? They're making a second one apparently.
A sequel to Horrible Sing-Along Blog?
Apparently.
Wow. Okay, I'm looking forward to that. How could they continue that? Like she's dead.
Oh no.
Oh, thanks guys.
Yeah,
Thanks
she
for
got-
Again.
Oh, that's like. Oops.
Spoilers.
Yeah, but I mean, like, who are you guys' favorite character?
Oh.
Who are you guys' favorite character?
In the Avengers?
Yes.
Thor was an awful movie and he made an awful character. Let's say it.
Chris, there's only one answer to that question. Hulk. Hulk won.
We're just gonna spoil everything real quick. When
Kurt,
he
do you
was
Yeah,
mind?
Kurt-
it's a super.
Kurt over here is all like, "Oh, I'm not seeing it. It's a superhero movie. Herp-derp-doo."
Ending.
Yeah, I thought the Hulk obviously was great with the physical comedy.
Mm-hmm.
I also liked Robert Downey Jr. He had the verbal comedy down. It seems like Joss Whedon was not only playing each character to their strength, but each actor to their strengths,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
which he's very good at doing.
Pat, give up the mic. You're just gonna agree.
Yep.
It sounds good. Continue. Yes.
So Josh, I think you're the one who saw it most recently.
Yes. The other day, to be exact.
What scene sticks out in your head most?
I would say probably either when what's the Hulk's actual name?
Bruce Banner.
Bruce Banner.
Interesting fact, I just want to quick interrupt.
Go for it.
During the TV show, like the old, what was it, 70s TV show?
Go ahead.
I don't know exactly when it was. I feel like it was sometime around the 70s. But in that TV show, he wasn't called Bruce Banner. He was called David Banner.
That's why I was getting confused because I was familiar with David Banner and they kept calling him Bruce and I was like, what's going on, man?
We didn't figure out why. My mom thinks that it's because that every role that actor had ever played before had been named David, and so they were trying to continue a streak.
Was the dude's name David or something?
I don't know. I feel like that would be a good explanation.
But what I'm saying, when he was all like, when he revealed his secret, guys, I'm always angry. Raw, that was like really cool. And of course, when he just beat the ever-loving crap out of
Loki.
Loki, yeah.
Oh yeah. He just,
I found a GIF of that.
Nice, perfect. It's very gifable.
Yeah.
Most gifable scene in the movie.
Yeah.
I think mine would have to be when Black Widow is talking to Loki while he's in the cage,
Yeah.
and the whole scene's getting all all tense and stuff, and you're like, oh my gosh, she's gonna break, and then she just turns around. Love that. Love that.
When I first saw that scene, I just feel like we're leaving Kurt so much out of this conversation.
I'm gonna eventually see it.
All right. When I first saw that scene and like she turns around crying and is like, "You're a monster," I'm just like, "Oh my god, did they really write her like that?" And then like 2 seconds later, she turns around completely stone faced and be like, "Thanks for the information." I'm just like, ah.
You. Oh, you.
I think that's actually one of my biggest small delights of the movie is the fact that they actually gave Scarlett Johansson a character rather
And her butt.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
gave
yeah.
her butt a phenomenal role.
That was great.
Oscar material.
But yeah, most of the like in Iron Man 2, she didn't really have a character.
Right.
In this one, she had a character. She was an integral part of the team. Although, during the end battle sequence, when she just had like her little Glocks, I was just like, what the hell is she supposed to do here?
Like honestly, like what are Captain America and Black Widow and I can't remember, is it
Hawkeye.
Yeah, Hawkeye. I always mix it up whether or not that's his name. But like what are they gonna do, honestly? Like
they're
compared
literally with gods.
to Thor, who could like wipe out the whole planet if you wanted to, Iron Man, who is like he's Iron Man, and the Hulk, who 2 seconds later like punches out that giant slug ship, whatever, I don't know what that thing was.
Oh,
He
yeah.
just, like,
I call
punched
it-
to death. He
I
didn't
call
hit
it
in
the
the
flying
face.
robot whale.
I like that.
The Leviathan, guys.
Oh.
It's a Leviathan.
Oh, I like that. That's quite good. Is that the official name?
Did you make
No,
that
no,
up?
it's...
If
If you know
I
what
bought
Leviathan
that.
is, it's like essentially... No, I just have a lot of confidence in the way I carry myself, so...
I see,
like,
I see.
I can see why you would think that.
It kind
I
of
think
looked
you made
like
that up.
something out of like James Cameron's like Avatar, but like horribly like wrong,
Yeah.
mutated.
Yeah.
Better.
So let me just take a moment to praise Samuel L. Jackson. Because I feel like with the character of Nick Fury, he did well, but the best moments were when he let Samuel L. Jackson come through, like during the
Mother
meetings-
effing snakes.
like when he's like, I realize that you have made this decision, but seeing as it's a stupid ass decision, I've elected to ignore it. And it's just like, oh, that's Samuel Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson plays Samuel L. Jackson in every single movie.
Was Nick Fury not a worthless character, though? He did nothing.
I think he shot a gun once.
He did
Yeah,
things.
I'm not saying just action-wise, but he saw the Avengers were just getting at each other's throats the entire time, and he was just like, you know what? Just gonna let this one play itself out.
I just want to say, and every time I bring up a new scene, I just feel horrible. But the scene where immediately after Coulson dies,
Yeah.
Oh, good God, I was angry after that.
which
like
by
that.
the way, I didn't know how much I liked that character until he was dead.
Yeah. I felt nothing for him, but
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, well
I was like,
done.
good, he's dead. Finally.
But the scene where where Nick Fury, when your order's ready, Mr. Simpson, where Nick Fury tosses the cards on the table covered in blood, and he's like, these were in his jacket. But then later they kind of backed away from that. I kind of thought that the scene would have had more emotional impact if they had actually been in the guy's jacket. I
don't really get the whole reasoning behind saying like they weren't actually in his jacket. Gotcha. Like what exactly did that add to anything?
Maybe it was supposed to
She
be like
was like, you're a liar.
just funny,
He's like,
but
I'm a
wasn't
good
really.
liar.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, I think that would have had
I
more.
always feel angry in scenes where it's like in there you saw they were all getting at each other's necks again when the whole staff thing was all like evil presence, whatever. I always feel like, how can they not tell? Like, I feel like I would realize, like, yo, guys, something's messy. We're all angry at each other. We're supposed to be getting along. But,
Magic.
okay, I guess it's just... whatever.
Yeah. I feel like you need to have seen Thor before,
Thor was just...
just to, like, get the background of all the...
Thor's bad. Thor's bad.
It wasn't that great of a movie, but it like just to set up the universe and like the fact that this Norse technology, this magic.
No, it was like completely integral to the whole plot of the Avengers. But I don't like Natalie Portman. She's a fabulous looking woman, but as an actor, she's just flat and emotionless. I saw No Strings Attached. I did. I don't regret anything. Ashton Kutcher is a fabulous man, but I did not. Was she in that one?
Which one?
Okay, did she act in that one, or was she just pretty?
Oh, V for Vendetta. That was a really good one.
I haven't seen that.
I think before
Remember, the 5th of November,
the
of gunpowder, treason, and plot.
I see no reason this gunpowder. Yeah, okay. But honestly,
I got really weirded out.
They had a moment.
I can actually do his V alliteration speech.
Mm-hmm.
I think I know most of it. Do you mind if I try and get through it?
Why not?
Sure.
All right.
That was a good time.
What time were we running on?
We're like 11 minutes right now, so we're a little over. But
All right, let's just wrap this up.
all right, I'll wrap up with the V for Vendetta alliteration speech.
I need to get
Bring
Um,
me some.
all right, so it starts off with who
Bum
is
bum. Bum bum.
who is but the form following the
Bum,
function
bum.
of what? Can you please stop that?
Bum bum.
And what I am is a man in a mask. Natalie Portman responds, I can see that. Of course you can. I'm not questioning your powers of observation. I'm merely remarking upon the paradox of asking a masked man who he is. But on this most auspicious of nights, permit me then, in lieu of the more commonplace sobriquet, to suggest the character of this dramatis persona.
Let me just grab a dictionary.
Alright. Voila! In view, a humble vaudevillian veteran, cast vicariously as both victim and villain by the vicissitudes of fate. This visage, no mere veneer of vanity, is a vestige of the vox populi, now vacant, vanished. However, this valorous visitation of a bygone vexation stands vivified, and has vowed to vanquish these venal and virulent vermin vanguarding and vouchsafing the viciously violent violation of volition. The only verdict is vengeance, a vendetta, held as a votive not in vain, for the value and veracity of such shall one day vindicate the vigilant and the virtuous. Verily this vicious swage of verbiage veers most verbose, so let me simply add that it is my very good honor to meet you, and you may call me V.
Anyone else feel a need to pee? I kind of want to pee. I don't know.
Josh, I brought you some,
I
don't
want to
worry.
pee for some.
Just a little bit came out in my pants.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go wash up real quick and.
Alright, so, SpaceX.
Don't know what that is. Go ahead.
SpaceX is a private industry
Uh-huh.
that has launched.
Right, commercializing spaceflight. Okay.
Yeah, and the big deal was that this capsule was supposed to dock with the International Space Station, which it has.
Oh. Yay.
Very impressive feat, first
Yeah,
of all.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, you don't get second chances in space.
It's like if you miss,
Oh, man, we were up by 20 feet.
if you've hit the sun, you've gone too far.
Space, nobody can hear
Yeah,
you
just
screw
go
up.
out to that star, take a left, and if you hit the sun, you've gone too far.
If you hit
We'll
like
look around.
at least 5 decades of empty space, you've probably missed it. But yeah, this whole trend of like people, private industry going out into space and doing stuff.
Mhm.
There's a group that's talking about going out and mining asteroids, just for the hell of it, I guess.
Oh yeah, they are actually being funded by some of the wealthiest people in the world, like Google's co-founder James Cameron, and they're actually mining for unobtainium, which is
That's relatively obtainable.
yeah.
I can imagine. Alright, so if Google's behind it, then I can imagine it will be innovative, yet severely lacking in foundation, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll get some space shuttles out there, but then they'll just crash. So, I have an Android phone.
Or we'll start mining the asteroids,
I
and
love
it
it.
turns out asteroids are made of dirt, like useless rock that we can't use for anything.
I'm
It'll
pretty
be
sure
like,
this
whoa.
is how the plot line to Prometheus is just gonna start out. You know.
They just land on, it's made of Play-Doh.
And then you'll get a bunch of flashing lights, and it'll be like, "Wah!" And then it'll be over.
Everybody's like, I paid $18 to see this.
Have you seen the trailer for that movie though?
Awful. I mean, apparently it's kind of a cool idea, and it looks like it could be a good movie.
It's
but the
kind of like,
trailers
It's so vague in the trailer though. Like
Is that
I don't,
Ridley
all trailers
Scott?
doing that.
I don't
Where
know.
just a
It's
bunch of
like
flashing lights and weird string